I would like to talk to you about how to keep healthier by drinking safer water using the San Francisco Bay Area as a focus, an example. Now, there is a big problem with medications being dumped into toilets that end up in the bay and in the water treatment system. And there was actually a campaign by the East Bay Mud, which is the municipal utility district, to keep the bay off drugs. It is a big problem. Now, in my brain book, Super Brain, I also talk about toxicity damaging the brain. Mood-changing drugs are in the water supply, and you don't want those going into your brain either. So how do we keep that out? Let's put everything out there. Let's put all our cards on the table and talk about this important issue of pollution in water. Now that we are going to put everything out there on the table, so to speak, let's talk about the truth about pollution. Well, let's talk about water quality. Water quality actually can be good, but there are a lot of factors that affect it. For example, Emeryville, for an example, this is an example of where you can see the color here. Currently, California is in a drought. And drought actually, according to East Bay Municipal Utility District, which is the water treatment facility, droughts results in higher levels of algae, which actually create water quality changes, and it changes the color of the water that they can produce. So actually the water changes because of droughts. So the taste and the odor also change from tap water just because of environmental factors. So that's something they can't control, the environment. They also, every year or 2 years, has a water quality report. I read it. There's a lot of fine print, and they always say that there are certain contaminants of particular note. Chloramine is one because that's used to disinfect, and that is going to be in there. Lead. They note lead is in there at a certain percent. Trihalomethanes. These are volatile organic compounds that are dangerous to the health. Those are in there, and they make notation of it. Chromium is another thing that is found in the water, and that is of note as well. The federal government has various standards of the parts per million of these substances that can be found in water and still released, and they meet those quality, but they do not take everything out. We can also get pollution occurring anywhere in the world at any time. And so, for example, there have been gasoline leaks into the environment that will get into the water system because the lakes and the streams are sources of water that is treated. Also, it can go down into the ground, percolate down through, and get into the water table where water is also drawn, as well as if people have wells. That is a place where that can happen as well. So, for example, September 10th in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, 6,600 gallons of gasoline were leaked into the nearby water table. It actually melted plastic water pipe. And when they were measuring various wells, they found that 1 cubic meter of pure gasoline was in one of the wells. Now, pollution can happen anywhere, as I say. Another gasoline leak, nearly 100 times the limit of benzene, toluene, xylene. These are things that can regularly leak out, and gas station owners in many regions rarely disclose these incidents. Now, if you drive around town, you will note that certain gas stations are closed periodically every 1 to 2 years, and they're digging up all of the toxic soil where the gasoline is leaked out of the tanks. They use double containers often, but there's still leakage that occurs because the fuels are corrosive. There was the Gold King Mine dam that broke. That was just in August the 5th in Silverton, Colorado. The Environmental Protection Agency personnel and environmental restoration contractors accidentally broke a tailings dam. Now, a tailing dam is a dam that blocks up a lake that is produced of all the stuff that comes out after trying to refine things from. So this is a picture of the water in the stream. No, the stream eventually did look cleaner, but it percolated down into the base rock and then eventually goes into the soil and into the water tables. 3 million gallons, this is what happened, of toxic wastewater spilled into the Animas River, which is upstream the Colorado River. It contained cadmium, lead, and arsenic, for example. These are all toxic metals that are neurotoxic. The EPA did not even warn anybody until a day later. So this contamination occurred for a while, and people could have been getting it into their water systems and didn't even know it. You know, the Water Quality Association takes pollution rather seriously, and they've done surveys, and they found that Americans are worried. In 2015, the Water Quality Association survey found that 56% are concerned or very concerned about water quality in their homes, and well, they should be. 48% have purchased a water filtration device following a boil water or unsafe water for use alert. So these alerts can go out saying, well, you need to boil your water now because there is bacterial contamination. And this motivated people to do it after that happened. Now, it's better to do it in advance and to actually, if you can, have an emergency water treatment system around in case there's an earthquake, there is a major storm. You may be without water for a while, and you have to find a water source for you and your friends and family to survive on for a while. In this Water Quality Association survey, 56 to 66% expressed a willingness to pay more for home water treatment systems that were able to remove biological, meaning bacteria, viruses, cysts, arsenic, lead, and other contaminants, because as you can see from another presentation I did, that the NSF International Organization has found that very, very few water systems actually remove these things, and they are dangerous to your health. So people are willing to actually pay more to clear that out because it is a matter of health and it's a matter of economics as well. The Environmental Protection Agency has stated that 44% of streams, 64% of lakes, and 30% of bays and estuaries are not clean enough for fishing and swimming. So they say do not fish or swim in these areas. The fish that you catch out there are toxic. Now, obviously, you wouldn't want to even drink that water if you can't even eat the fish or swim in it. What are some of the leading pollutants nationwide? They are bacteria and mercury in these different areas, these streams, lakes, and bays. This is what Multipure can do to help you. It can clean these out because we know that the technology is there, and third-party validation has proven that Multipure is one of the very few systems that can actually do this and protect your health. That's why I'm in it. That's why I believe in Multipure systems. And that's why I have been using Multipure systems in my home and in the office for the water that patients drink for more than 30 years. Thank you. So go ahead and order your Multipure system today. Give us a call at 510-849-1176. Or go online to our website and order it through the website. Any questions you have, feel free to call 510-849-1176. And our website is multipureusa.com/Redwood Clinic, all one word. Thanks so much, and enjoy the water you drink today. Now that we've talked about that, the Aqualux actually is much better than other systems because it removes a lot of different toxins. There are two things imperative to our survival. One is oxygen and the other is water. Everyone drinks water, everyone drinks and breathes oxygen, so let's take care of our life by purifying both and getting the best we can. So now order your Multipure system either by calling us at 510-849-1176 or going online to our website, multipureusa.com/Redwood Clinic, to order your system to take care of yourself, your family, your friends, the people you work with, to have a safer, healthier life, a more productive brain, and a greater clean environment for the entire world and future generations to come. Thanks a lot. Dr. Jay Sordian talking to you about water.